can I discern realities to like, hey, here's a good place. You know, Ariana would know the nightlife, if anything, about No. She recommends a place and it's like closed, out of business.
Yeah, we just cut to, hey, I know a really good place. Smash cut to us standing outside some shutters.
And standing outside, closed by order of the health inspector.
Vigor just kind of like looks between his two party members and then says, "Let's just buy some food and go. It's not going anywhere too fancy."
Can I try to spout lore on a place, considering that Shahina
I hope we have a second Smash cut to another shut-in place.
Yeah, we'll spout lore. Well, you know a place, it just doesn't sell food.
That's not interesting or useful.
Oh no, that's pretty interesting. A restaurant that doesn't sell food. That's like that was my
yeah.
Is it just like magicians who put the idea of food in your head?
No.
Cool.
So, you go to one of like the banks like around and like. But it's like a theme bank. like they're all like the tellers are all like dressed up.
Oh, that's good.
They're all dressed up like food.
You know?
Someone walks up to you wearing an ice cream cone outfit. It's like, do you want to put in money or take it out?
It's a bank that has all the trappings of a restaurant.
So Smash cut from us being outside the shut store to us walking up to the counter and then say, so, deposit or withdrawal? And I'm just like, what? This is a restaurant. No. And I just look at Shahina.
Shahina just kind of like stares dead ahead at the teller and then looks at her party and it's just like, I seem to have misremembered the place.
Ariana's just like... And so they step out, cuts to them being outside the bank, and Ariana's just like, well, I'm officially no help. Guy said, I'm getting a little worried about that, like, bounty that's apparently on my head, so I'm gonna try and stay off the sites, or stay off the streets, at which point she just, like, jumps up onto, like, the nearest rooftop, or, like, the side of a nearby building, so, I'll like, stay near you guys.
Okay, you jump up to like the giant hot dog sign advertising the bank.
Vigor just does the thing that he should have done when we first got to the car. He just says, just wait here one sec. He just walks back in, walks up to the teller and just asks, hey, do you know a restaurant that will be open at this time of night? Or just, a general store that will be open at this time of night.
You could probably just go to Goldman's. They serve food.
Alright, thank you. What's the directions? And yeah, let's not have, left, right. Let's just have directions.
It's right across the street.
Huh, how about that?
Yeah. It's right across the street. It looks like a bank.
I'm just gonna say, after pointing that out, there's just the Mike Ehrman Trout face for 10 seconds on this teller before he wordlessly turns and walks back outside. Alright. So, I just kind of walk out. I just say to Shahina, that's a restaurant, as I just kind of nod ahead to the restaurant that looks like a bank and then just walk in.
Shahina curses under her breath.
What's the bank that's themed? So wait, the bank themed restaurant was what? Goldman's?
No, it's the bank themed restaurant is Goldman's.
So is the restaurant themed Bank Sachs?
Sure.
It's called Goldman Stacks, and it just does sliders.
Oh, that's good. Actually, that's strong. I'm honestly, weirdly, I don't know why, I'm like vaguely surprised you know what a slider is.
I was at a street food market the other week, and there was a place that did sliders, and I've kind of just generally known, isn't it just a smaller burger?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get one. I got poutine instead, and it wasn't very good. It did sliders and poutine. That's
yeah. You head over to Goldman's, and someone at the door says, "Hey, you taking out a loan for your taste buds?"
I just there's an actual pause as that was way too fancy for Vigor, but he just kind of nods and says, "Yeah."
Okay. Well, that'll be. Would you like it here or to go?
I look at Shahina and I'm just like, I'm thinking, hang on, no wait, Ariana doesn't want to be in town very long at all, so I just decide for us, it's to go.
All right. That'll be 3 coin.
All right, I put down 3 coin. It still doesn't deal with the whole thing that I wanted rations, not takeout.
Yeah, it's
meals.
rations.
Oh, cool. We're treating it as rations.
Rations to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Ariana sort of like, you know, and does like.
I put down. Well, hang on. I put down 6 coins. I'm buying for both of us. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ariana, like, meanwhile, does sort of, you know, take a running start and take a big leap across the street to be on top of the building they're in, and it's just sort of like sitting on top of, you know, the edge of the building, looking up at the sky or across the Osprey skyline.
All right, yeah.
Reminiscing.
So
having
you
a
go,
very 90s anime moment.
You just
go
jump
to, like,
across the street and you say,
where, like,
"Oh yeah, this is happening."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. You go to the counter where the delivery person is, and it goes up to you and says, "You withdrawn?"
Yeah.
All right. You're taking out a good withdrawal here. This is a good investment," he says as he like very cheerfully.
I pull out my mobile phone. I give this place 1 star on Yelp. I've never used Yelp. I don't know if it uses stars. I do that. No, I've just got. There's just. No. Okay, Vigor is too. He's too curious to be annoyed by this. No, he's just kind of like, sure. He's just more confused by the affectation than anything else.
There you go. And he gives you a basket, 2 baskets of biscuits shaped like coins.
Oh, that's cute. He just pocket that.
Yeah. One other person is in the restaurant eating at the table and says and goes, "Hey, you.
Hmm?
You're I saw you walking around the streets earlier.
Yeah.
You're with that spider lady."
I just keep looking at him, just like wordlessly. I'm waiting for where he's going with this. Even though I've got a pretty good idea. Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Well, he looks you over. Planning on staying a while?
No.
Keep an eye out, huh? And he goes back to eating.
All right. I just kind of just mental note tell Ariana about that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. On your way out, the doorman says, "I hope you'll come back and deposit soon."
What does that mean? Use the bathroom?
Yeah, he just kind of says money, and then like closes the door. There you go. You got your rations.
So
Nice.
Ariana from the lip of the building sort of looks down. You guys got your food? And like crawls down a bit.
Yeah, I actually kind of, the moment it looks like you're going to go below the thing where it might be able to see you through a window or something, I just motion for you to stop. And then I just kind of start walking down the street out of view of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And when we're just kind of more clear, I just say, there's a guy in there, saw me traveling with you. Just thought you should know he probably doesn't like you too much.
And Ariana sort of thinks, what did he look like?
What did he look like?
He looked pretty grizzled. Had a scar on him.
And I just kind of
over his eye.
Did he have any noteworthy kind of clothing or insignias or anything?
He had like fur cloth on.
Okay, explain pretty ragged. You know, I explain the appearance basically.
Alright, I'm gonna try and spout lore to remember who this particular fucko is. Ooh, I know something!
Ooh,
You know who that
nice.
particular fucko is?
Who's this guy? What's he want? What's he looking at me for, or looking for me for?
Hmm. He's well, let's say he's someone you fucked over in the past.
Okay. So he is probably pretty sour about...
Yeah. Well, let's say you had a business arrangement that you
Ooh.
didn't you skimped out on.
But so he probably has at least some money. He's not like poor.
Yeah.
And Ariana, okay, so Ariana thinks, and he like was looking for me, right?
Yep.
I think he'd pay you for information on where I'm going to be.
Oh, I didn't quite arrange that, and it'd be a bit weird if I just walked right back in there and offered it to him.
Could be worth a shot. Might be able to, he might be worth a few coin.
What do you want me to tell him?
I don't know. Just like that I'm gonna be at the gates in an hour or something. Or hell, I don't know. If like
Alright.
If he's just willing to pay you, make up, like, say we'll be at the north gate or something and we're leaving by the south gate, we'll never see him again. If he like wants to pay you upon seeing me, I guess we'll like say it's the south gate and just, I don't know, we can fuck him over.
What if he brings... Does this guy have friends?
Do I need to spout lore again for that, or will I don't know. You know what? I don't know. Arion just, I don't know. Ask him. Ask him what his plan is. Depending on, what it is. Make a judgment call.
No, actually, I just kind of think, it's like, Vigor stops remote and says, this is really worth doing. We've got a package delivered.
Depends on how much coin he offers. Don't, like, I say no less than, like, 20 coin,
I don't feel it's worth getting caught up in another event.
Yeah, it's more the danger than the money I'm talking about when I ask worth it.
Suit yourself. In that case, we should probably just get out of here. Before someone else sees me.
Yeah, I don't go back in and thing with a guy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Before someone else sees you. We'll say someone does run into you on the street and does recognize Ariana, but it's someone who's had a positive experience with her. Yeah, it's just a very quick run. Oh, hey, how are you? Oh, cool. Yeah, stay beautiful. There you go.
You were the person who didn't eat my dog. Thanks.
When she was in Osprey, it was mostly for getting business, we'll say, from bankers who, it's harder to get their business, but they're willing to pay a hell of a lot more. Then. But then it's also a whole evenings commit. It's a different game.
It's a commission.
It's just far more paperwork.
There you go. All right. So yeah, you're out of Osprey now, and it's now probably like 2 a.m. as you exit Osprey. So you're just gonna keep powering through the dead bank, or do you wanna?
It seems that our our sleep schedule is kind of fucked to begin with. So
yeah, we've become nocturnal.
Yeah.
Did you guys want to like get horses?
No, not really. I'm gonna hold on to what money I have until get more.
Ariana also can't ride a horse, so.
I also want to point
I
out
find
that, like,
amusing
if
considering
they're...
she can climb up sheer cliffs but can't hold on to a horse that's moving.
yeah.
Well, it's not that she can't hold on; she just doesn't know how to like steer one or anything.
Oh, okay.
She's not.
She could be a passenger on a horse
animals,
then.
Yeah, she could be a passenger, but she just can't like command a horse.
Right.
And also, horses just like tend to not be comfortable with her though too. I'll say that. Like, she's not good with animals. They can sense her dark spider monster aura. So yeah, we just set out on the trail.
Yeah. I'll be right back. Keep going. Unless there's more calls for rolls. In which case, assume I'm doing quartermaster and roll form.
Yeah, you just doling out slop. Alright, so yeah, you guys are pretty much just on like a pretty safe trail now. This is a well-traveled road. You probably, pass by some other night travelers who don't pay you much mind. And you take the turn over on the road to Marion. Let's say at about 3 a.m. you do come across a little scene, and we'll wait for Snake to get back.
All right. If we're waiting for, I'm also going to use the bathroom real quick.
Okay, sweet. So Natasha,
That's good.
we're alone.
We are alone. We're also being recorded. So we're not really alone. We're more like with whoever the fuck is viewing this video.
Oh. Well, hey, let's send a message to our future selves.
Yes.
What do you want Natasha of the future to know?
Oh god, that's a good question. I think fuck bitches, get money, sell weed every day. Yeah.
Yeah. I want myself in the future to get laid as well. Definitely. That's a good message to send.
Just like finger guns. Keep going for it, Neo.
Yeah. I like that I can talk as anybody.
It's a fun time being essentially omnipotent in a world that you create.
Like, look, I can just be. I can be Leon. Like, oh shit, I'm dying. In Grimwood, LMAO. See, I could just be anybody.
Just like just this loud voice from across the distance, just shouting that. Like, who the fuck are you? And Gun 10's is just like, huh. Well, that's his problem. Dying. He's also shouting.
I'm back.
LMAO.
Yeah, I like that I can be anybody in the chat. Good.
I'm back.
Yeah, so it's now canon that Leon is. We can all just hear Leon shouting.
Shit, I'm dying in Grimwood.
Oh, Natasha doesn't even know like what Grimwood's about. You know why I feel bad for Leon? It's not even that he couldn't necessarily. He could probably hold himself up to like the monsters and whatnot. It's just like the people. I feel Leon's gonna have a bad
here's the
time.
thing. Leon wasn't a smart man. He wouldn't realize how horrible the people are.
I can just be anybody. Like, yo.
Need some demon dick.
Wow, you can just co-opt our characters. This is appropriation.
That's still the worst thing that's happened to any of our characters in any game. Like, Natasha, have you heard that story?
I don't think so.
We were camping. We were making camp in the mist. I think it was on Thin Mist Hill, maybe? Or no? Okay, yeah. And we were sleeping. I think Damien's character was on watch, or was it Thistlewick?
No, it was Damien. I woke up.
Damien. Okay, so yeah. Well, Murray, in her dream, she was visited by an incubus in her sleep. And she had a somewhat erotic dream about her old lover. Murray rolled 7 ones in a row to just crit fail every single, like, resist incubus roll. Like, just absolute minimum, 2, 2, 2. Just every time she tried to not be seduced or hypnotized by this fucking incubus. And Murray, Damien, after watching for a little longer than he should have, intervenes, and Thistlewick wakes up, and Murray almost kills both of them in her, incubus-induced rampage to try and protect the incubus that has seduced and hypnotized her. We almost got party wiped by Murray being horny. It was it was like the worst luck I have ever seen, and I've never seen anyone roll that many ones in a row. It was uncanny.
I will also say that at one point when I was trying to stab the incubus, you did roll the first aid or interfere we've ever seen to interfere. And I still did that roll. Oh no, it wasn't. Well, it was the first. Not the first, but they're fucking rare. Is my point.
Yeah. Technically, in my very first session I ever played with y'all, Carnibus, I rolled aid or interfere against Victor. At one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that party almost ended with Teen killing Damien and Thistlewick, and then Murray gets fucked to death.
Would have been a really tragic end. I feel it would have been a bit of a downer. We would have looked back on that with an that was a way to go.
That was the thing.
Anyway, there we go.
And then fucking got assaulted by a fucking hug gnome or whatever.
Yeah, there's one more character. Because he is.
There's a big protective bubble.
All right. So you guys were going along the road, and you come across a little scene at the fork in the road when the road splits to either Marion or Yuma. There is currently somebody. There is somebody sort of like shackled to like a little pole on a cart. The horse that was pulling it is stopped, and this person is being whipped.
Whipped by?
By 2 people with whips.
Well, I mean, clothing-wise, they look like guards. They just look like randoms.
They're wearing robes.
Oh, it's a religious thing.
Shahina.
Ariana says could be a sex thing.
It could be both.
Shahina approaches them and says, "What are you doing to this man?"
One of the whippers turns to you and says, "The sinner gets his dues," and whips him again.
Oh, we should have bet on whether it was a religious thing or a sex thing.
What are his crimes?
Stole from the church, and then another whip.
Ariana sort of whispers to Vigor, 2 coins says it's sex.
2 coins says it's religious.
Alright. And like she like offers a hand there like to shake on it.
Yeah, I shake on it.
Yeah.
Stole from the church, they say.
Shahina says, "I suggest that you stop, otherwise your back will find my axe in it."
What right have you to interfere in this?
I have been touched by fire and sent by the gods to cleanse.
And Ariana just sort of interrupts
land.
this thing for Shahina, like, "Hey, lady, what consenting adults want to do," and turns to the guy in the robes. Is there consent? I'm assuming in this situation.
His mouth is bound.
The guy in the robes?
No, the guy being shackled. I thought you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who's been shackled and being whipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy.
But she turns to the guy in the robes and asks him.
Oh, okay, all right. I say, he knew what he was getting into when he decided to steal from the church.
That does not sound like consent, Spider Woman.
That does sound like a religious thing, though.
realities. Oh,
all right.
Ask 3. What here's not what it appears to be.
Well, they're not gonna kill him.
Yeah, see? Yeah, she could tell they're not too committed. They're not like, trying to like absolutely annihilate this person. They're exercising a degree of restraint. Let's see, who's really in control here?
The guy getting whipped. Because it is a sex thing.
There's another person in the actual cart, and they're in control.
Oh, they're watching. This is
maybe we're both right.
Yeah. Wait, did I? I guess what here is useful or valuable to me?
Well, they have a whole cart here. Then they probably have something of value in the cart.
Hang on, I'll be right back. I'll let this little bugger out.
If you do come to blows with them.
Alright.
Alright, and you muted. How could you? How could you?
Sorry, I was typing. Could you repeat that?
Yeah, so there's a cart like this definitely has like something valuable inside of it. Should you come to blows?
Ariana just sort of and turns to one of the guy in the robes. You guys like getting paid for this?
That question does not concern you. Now go.
Shahina says, the question does indeed not concern us. However, I suggest that you stop. And she's gonna use the ignite weapon.
Ooh.
Shit. Fuck yes.
Ooh, that ignites like, oh yeah, that's on fire. And they do double back and they do stop whipping the guy. They are spooked.
And she continued. As I stated, I have been sent by the gods to cleanse this world with fire. I suggest that you leave before I lose my temper.
While Shahina's like having this speech, Ariana just sort of like, well, she kind of rolls her eyes as best as she can without pupils, and just sort of while they're all distracted, sort of goes up to the guy who's bound. Is he like actually tied to the ground or just like bound in general?
He's bound. He's bound to the platform of the cart.
Okay. Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
And she does just sort of with one her finger. Is it just like cloth binding his mouth?
Yes.
Okay. She just sort of like with a fingertip slices through it and like, hey, just like, is this like a god thing or like a religion thing? Or like a sex thing?
A
like,
god thing or a religion?
How high up the chain does
like
this
a
go?
sex thing? Yeah. I just like, how did you get here?
I needed food. I stole from the church to pay for food.
And she's like, But so you wouldn't really say they're whipping you because they're of their religion. It's just like, a common crime. They could have been store owners and they'd still be whipping you. Like, would you say that's valid? It's not really a religious connotation going on here.
He's very distraught. He can't answer a question that complex.
Vigor just kind of walks up and is trying to calm the situation down, essentially. He just says, look, they're doing their thing. They're clearly not gonna kill the guy. We don't need to get all high and mighty about this.
That is irrelevant.
I don't know.
Shahina's gonna cast Blessing of Fire so that she gets plus 2d6 damage.
Oh, she gets plus 2d6 damage. I think you mean fire attacks do plus
fire
2d6
attacks.
damage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They're all like on edge. The guy driving the cart steps out and says, "What's the meaning of this?"
The meaning of this is that I am preventing evil.
Hey, are you getting off right now?
What?
Thank you for antagonizing.
There's various degrees of intensity going on right now in this group, and then there's me who's completely unintense.
My holy crusade is not. Ugh. Do away with them, he says to the people with the whips, and they're like, they ready their whips and says, "Leave, or we will come to blows."
Shahina's just gonna jump in and strike one of the two whip boys.
Ooh. All right, full strength.
God
Okay.
damn.
Nope. No. You get whipped down as you attempt to jump up.
Okay.
I'm gonna say. Well, hang on. I'm gonna say.
Take
this is
5 damage as you hit the ground.
While this is going on,
4.
Vigor is gonna pull the guy who's bound up aside.
How close are the two whip boys to me?
I'd say within reach.
Reach. Are they like next to each other?
They're a few feet apart.
No, that doesn't work.
Do I have to do anything to pull this guy away from
No,
proceedings?
in the confusion, yeah, you can totally.
Yeah, I just kind of I'm just getting him out of the kerfuffle essentially, in case anyone tries to get wise, or in case something goes terribly wrong.
Yeah, area. Ah, shit, I can't do that yet. Okay. Is one of them like particularly closer to Vigor or to, Shahina or anything like that?
No.
No. Okay. Just trying to pick a target here. Because I can't do more than one target yet. I'm actually going to discern realities on the person on the cart.
He just stepped out.
Or it's stepping out of the cart.
Yeah.
Okay. There we are. So, with this person, what should I be on the lookout for?
He has a gun.
Good lookout.
Alright, what here is not what it appears to be?
He can, he definitely has more people around he can call in if things get too hairy.
Wait, I just said that was what was useful or valuable to me, right? That I just asked?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, that was what's here, is not what it appears to be.
Oh, okay. Then what here is useful or valuable to me?
He has there's an item of much religious significance in the cart that he just got out of. It's a sort of candelabra.
And Ariana's just sort of like, right, okay. Wait, how close is this guy to her? Since she had sort of like approached him, is he like within?
He's within reach.
Oh, wait, like reach the tag or like actual
reach the tag? Reach the tag.
Hey, okay, so can Ariana just be like walk up to him for a second? Hey, before this gets out of hand, I have some questions.
Starting to get out of hand.
Well, like with Shahina and the Whip Boys, not with, the rest of us have antagonized him yet.
Vigor has been very much against this fight.
Yeah. Call her off, hold her back, and we'll talk.
Yeah, Vigor just kind of overhears that and just yells, "Shahina, cool it for a second."
Yeah, like, Shahina, honey, could you, like, wait a few moments before we let this happen?
Shahina picks herself up off the ground, and she kind of glares at Ariana, but she lowers her weapon and focuses on the two whip boys.
They back up a bit.
Okay, so Ariel's like, all right, like holding a hand out towards like Shahida and them, and one hand towards the guy, and walks up to him a bit. Okay, so we're calm, we're talking. Now I just need to know, and she like walks directly up to this guy, like within like, she gets up close to him within like where she could reach out and touch him, and just asks, now, is this a sex thing? And like mouthing to him. So like back to Vigor, say yes, say yes.
He looks very confused.
Vigor deciding that this might. Vigor just deciding, hey, fuck it. At this point decided, says we've got a pool going on whether this is a religious thing or a sex thing.
Sex has nothing to do with this.
Okay, Ariel just says, oh, fuck this. Alright, rolling black magic. Fuck.
Okay.
God damn it. Damn.
You see the first bit real emotion on, like, a kind of smile on Vigor's face.
Okay, I will say then, like, as she says fuck, basically just a failed black magic. I have a thing for what this looks like. Basically, her eyes glow crimson red, and everyone in the area, particularly that guy though, just feels like an intense like wave of like just malicious dark energy wash over him. Doesn't take damage or anything, but he just feels like, uh-oh, that wasn't good. That was some unholy energy that just hit hard.
All right, they all back up and says, we're leaving right now.
Yeah, that's good.
And Shahina adds, you leave without
what?
The man.
I thought they were already doing that.
The guy who I guess is with Vigor right now just kind of looks at them. They look at him, and they all look at Ariana and just kind of cut their losses and get back in the cart. As the cart zooms off towards the desert.
And Ariana just sort of, son of a bitch, and like reaches into like the bandages on her thigh and like pulls out 2 coins and like tosses them over her shoulder to Vigor.
Thanks. By the way, actually, I got a question because it was a while ago and I don't think we ever fully played it out. Did you like give me the coins for that food? Because I don't think you did. Also, hang on.
No.
Okay, you didn't. Good, because I remember saying.
Refused.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah.
What the hell am I doing? I spent 6 coin on that, so yeah, now I'm on 16 coin. Okay, cool.
Did I already try spouting lore on those like religious dudes? Actually, no. It wouldn't make sense though in the context of what's happened if I did know anything. So, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, actually, you could have answered.
Wait, you said that they sped off towards the desert?
Yeah.
Okay, considering that I'm from that general area, can I spout lore?
You sure can. All right. They're from a cult in Papplework.
Cool.
Yeah. They worship one of the minor gods.
Define minor god.
I mean, it's like the god of metal, probably.
The god of metal.
Yeah,
are they like
metalwork.
Are they like generally associated with like Yuma's whole sun touched bullshit, or no? Friends?
Hello?
Did someone say something?
No.
Because I didn't hear anything.
It went
Neo
very
is
quiet.
silent.
Oh, okay.
Hello? Neo?
Yeah, I'm dying. Hold on. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so yeah, they worship the god of metalwork.
Okay, but are they like associated with like Yuma's like sun touched thing?
No.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's all I need to know.
They are not.
I guess Shahina will just keep that to herself then.
Yeah.
And she'll and the guy, is he still like bound?
Yeah, he still has his hands tied. Definitely.
Okay, so Shahina's gonna go and just cut that.
All right. As soon as he's free, he gives you a hug and thanks you.
Shahina kind of awkwardly hugs him back and then quickly releases.
Like, oh, they were gonna leave me in the desert after whipping me like that. Oh God.
They are animals.
Ugh. That's the last time I tried to steal from a cult.
That may be best. However, it is always good to disrupt them.
It's too dangerous for my blood. Hey, listen, thanks. I don't have anything to give you, but I'm gonna look for work in Marion. If you're ever around there, just look me up.
I thank you, friend. What is your name?
My name's fuck. Now I have to get a name.
Fuck, now I have to.
No.
Fuck now I have to.
Shit. No. No.
I like it. Hang on, I'll make it
I
better.
don't care if you like it.
Oh, no, you're right. I like the
It was nice to meet you now, Mr. Now I have to.
Fuck.
No. Okay, if we are doing these as...
Well, I think fuck is the first name, and now I have to.
That's how I would spell now I have to.
Now I have to.
Yeah.
His name is Greyer.
Greyer.
Yeah.
Greer.
Mr.
Yeah.
FN Grier.
There you go. Greyer.
Grier.
Now I
Yeah.
have to isn't bad though, like as the name.
There you go. So yeah, he's gonna go find work in Marion.
I guess he's going on roughly the same path we are.
Yeah.
If he keels over, I'm meeting him.
You just announce that to the group as he walks a few steps ahead.
Yeah. Like as soon as he gets out of immediate earshot, she just sort of mutters that.
Shahina just like shoots her like a malicious
In the
glare.
leg. Oh.
Vigor now is just putting...
Shahina has a gun and just caps Ariana.
Vigor is just
Here's a
weighing up that this group is bound to implode. We've got someone who wants to destroy the unclean and a person who eats human corpses. Fresh human corpses.
They're not always corpses.
Fair.
Here's
They
a
become
question. Do you
corpses
still
pretty
have
quick.
Blessing of Fire?
Yeah, I get a -1. Like,
Okay, but you're keeping it, like, on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good
Alright.
to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy actually decides, fuck, I'm tired, and he actually like starts settling in for camp. Like a little off the road. As it is like 3:30 a.m.
We've
Cool.
only been going since, like, sundown. We could probably...
Yeah. I think
going.
we've still got a few more hours.
Yeah. Shahina just says best of luck to him and as the group passes by.
Ariana sort of calls back, yeah, thanks for the payment for the rescue.
Shahina just slugs Ariana in the shoulder.
Damn. Roll hack and slash.
Completely. Perfect.
No, Ariana deals her damage to you.
Yeah, sorry.
Poison.
Ariana just grabs you by the arm, just throws you over and onto the ground like a perfect judo throw.
Yes. No. Okay. So yeah, we walk past Marion. And you see the area designated as Morricone Springs in the distance.
Do we wanna... Well, actually, I figure there's a better chance they'll be there during the day. Maybe we should just, like, power on through.
Yeah,
and...
maybe we can fix our sleep schedule.
What do you mean,
maybe
fix?
that's the point. Actually, I'm thinking Neo has done something intentional by making us start out of whack because this is Cedia. Now we operate in the night, where the other parties operated during the day.
Yeah.
Ariana is canonically naturally nocturnal.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm like, would Ariana?
Yeah, we're a night party.
Us?
I mean, she can operate during the day, probably even easier than you guys can operate at night, but, like, she's totally fine with this. This is her natural schedule.
Mm.
Like, both for work and for, like, but even in the woods, she, like, hunted and whatnot at night and slept during the day. But, like, and obviously in the city, she worked at night and slept through the day.
Mm.
I don't think she's, like, ever, like, had a job during the day.
Alright, so you're gonna settle in, or you're gonna power through to Marion at night?
Power through.
Alright.
Stay awake for a bit longer.
Morricone.
Pulling all day up.
Yeah. Alright. So yeah, when you get into the area, there's like a bunch of mines around. It's like a lot of, there are a bunch of different workplaces around. Like, you pass by a couple of places where people are digging, some places there are caves that people are spelunking in, and so and so.
Hmm.
I just want to throw out that, like, when you first said give it to at a mime, I thought you said mime, and, like, that was how I was picturing Marco. Like, there are mimes about, and I don't know, that's a cool, like, delivery vehicle for, like, there'll be a mime. He will make, approach you and make a, pantomime of a box. You are handed a box.
And sooner or later, you do see a group of people in red armor standing outside of mine.
Is it distinctive red paint?
It is very distinctive.
All right.
Like, you just look at it and you go, "Damn, that's distinctive."
And there's
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and is there a guy with a big ass spear?
There is.
I'm
Has
gonna
red
discern
tassels on it.
realities.
Sure.
Only one. What here is not what it appears to be. Actually, can I change that before you answer?
Sure.
What should I be on the lookout for?
You should be on the lookout for anybody that isn't in red armor trying to take a look at what you're doing.
Gotcha. What's the terrain like? Are there buildings around? Are there any sort of, like, outcroppings? Is this very flat? What's the...
Well, there are a lot of outcroppings. This is like a sort of like a quarry.
Gotcha.
A bunch of people walking around in different parts of the quarry doing their own jobs.
Ariana tries to, find a place near the meat, but, like, I don't know, atop of mining equipment or a crane or something, and just get a high point to sort of overlook the deal as it goes down.
Mm-hmm. All right. You are on top of a thing near the deal. So Vigor has the package.
Yep. So
yeah.
I do want to actually insert a detail, just like a question that, didn't think to ask at the time, but it'd be reasonable that he would ask it, and that is, like, are we receiving the payment from going back and receiving it from him, or are they handing the money over and that's the end of the deal?
They hand the money to you.
Got you.
Yeah,
cool.
You're getting paid by these people.
All right. So I head on over and it's like I head on over to the group and I'm just looking for the name of the mine, Harrow's Mine. So I look around for any signifiers just to kind of put it all together.
Yeah, this is the Harrow's Mine. You see some you do see a little plaque.
Okay. And I wanted to ask to go inside so we'd be definitely outside, but now that Ariana is pulling fucking sight duty from above, let's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just hail them as I like head over with the package. I look around to make sure we're in the clear.
Yeah, they look around and say, "Oh, hey, you're doing delivery."
I nod my head.
All right. Well then, you know who to go to then, right?
Mm-hmm. Big ass spear.
That how he phrased it?
That's how he phrased it.
Word for word.
Okay. Yeah. He's over there.
Alright, I head over again, keeping my wits about me, making sure that no one else is looking. I head over to man with big ass spear.
Yeah. There's the man with the spear is also very large himself. He's a half orc.
Ooh.
Yeah. He has and he has like a large spear with red tassels on it, and he looks over to you as you approach, looks around, and says, "You have the package."
I nod. I kind of pull it out from under my coat to show it.
All right, he says. He looks over it. He looks into it. He shakes it around a bit and says, "Yep, it's all on the level." He looks you over. He looks you two over, and it's like, "All right." And he has, and then he reaches into a little packet.
I do mention it took 3 of us to get this
Wow!
far.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah, Ariana's very much watching how much coin, and she's, keeping track of. Actually,
I mean, here's the thing. I say that, and I just kind of gesture with my eyes upwards. So,
yeah, Ariana she was like crouching, sort of Spider-Man posing, but she's like standing atop it now and sort of like waves at them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he says, "Oh, all right. Thought you were trying to fleece me."
No.
Ariana has one thing, so she can actually see these guys now. They just had a vague description before. I don't know if these are criminals or actual soldiers or what exactly they are, but criminals, like traveling band of soldiers. In any case, there's a decent chance she might recognize. Can I roll spell lore to see if I recognize what they are? Interesting.
They ain't criminals.
Okay. Whatever it is,
this is just a package that needed to be off the books.
So yeah, they hand you 75 coin, Vigor.
Okay, I immediately give 25 over to Shahina, and yeah.
Shahina graciously accepts it.
And they very quietly and quickly bury the package into the mine. And they hand it to another guardsman who kicks a scrawny-looking guy who like nods slowly and brings it into the mine.
Is what Harrow is that like common knowledge?
The the mines around Morricone Springs are most of them are just mining for gold.
Oh, and Harrow's just like the name of the specific mine.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But it's not like a name we would recognize or something. It's not like a big, well-known. Okay.
It's not.
Yeah. Ariana, as they're walking away, Ariana looks around a bit more and does leap down to where they are.
I hand you your 25.
Yeah, she sort of takes it and, looks at it for a bit, then like, shit, hang on. Sort of crouches down on the ground, sits it down for a bit. She, she had, her clothing's pretty ragged, like, it almost at one point might have been full body covering, but like, apart from the bandages on her arms, one of her arms is exposed, the other isn't. One leg is completely exposed. It looks like her midriff used to be covered, but she's like taken away the clothing from it, and just with her razor sharp fingertips, she sort of slices off the bottom part of like the webs covering one of her legs, and weaving it around with her fingertips sort of converts it into a bit of a pouch and puts her money into there.
Andy?
So, yeah, that's your job done. So, why are you still sticking together?
It's a solid question.
Yeah.
Actually, Ariana does sort of like, she does it explicitly. She like knocks Vigor on the shoulder, but saying it more or less to the whole party. How about a drink to celebrate?
Shahina nods in agreement.
Shahina's in, and she turns to Vigor. Come on, that was fun.
All right. I don't drink though.
Yeah, and Ariana does like sort of stand back. She hadn't really paid attention to him not drinking before. And they're like, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Hey, don't worry. I'll drink for the both of us. And like puts one of her arms up on his shoulder and sort of like slaps him on the chest. Don't worry. You can buy me yours.
Vigor smiles at that a bit.
So, where are you going for drink?
I imagine Marion. Either that or let's not head for Tarrant. That's
Or surely there's like some sort of drinking hole in Morricone Springs. A bunch of miners need a place to get a
true,
drink.
Yeah. There's got to be like homes for the miners and such nearby at least.
Yeah.